much. Cheers.
Hey Charlie, you know what you just proved?
Well, yeah.
The expression "nice guys finish last." You just fucking debunked that.
Finally, after a month off, downhill racing is back, and boy what a weekend it was up in Scotland. Welcome back to Misspent Summers' Views audio zine, the jumble of audio clips that aims to give you an insight into all the action from mountain bike events around the world. This instalment is coming to you in the wake of an awesome weekend of World Champs action in Fort William. Misspent Summers photographer Sven Martin was battling off the midges all weekend as he sat trackside watching all the incredible racing unfold. In this episode, he chats with some of the world's best downhillers after their world's runs. The infamous Fort William track looked a little different this time compared to previous years. The top section was more manicured, there are some new wood sections, and the motorway jumps have been reshaped into moon booters. Before we hear from Sven and his interviewees, here is a quick run through the top 5 finals results from the 2023 UCI Downhill World Championships. In the men's, it was Charlie Hatton, Andreas Kolb, Laurie Greenland, Bruni and Troy Brosnan. For the women, it was Vali, Höll, Balanche, Cabirou, Louisiana Ferguson and Phoebe Gale. And in the junior men, it was Henry Kiefer, Bodie Kuhn, Leo Abella, Nathan Pontivane, Lucas Lagneau. And in junior women, it was Arise van Leuven, Poppy Lane, Sasha Ernest, Amy Kenyon and Valentina Vera Sanchez. What a race it was. Now with the results in, here is Sven with one of the nicest guys in downhill, who is also now a world champion.
Very much. Cheers.
Hey Charlie, you know what you just proved?
Well, yeah.
The expression "nice guys finish last." You just fucking debunked that.
Yeah, that one felt pretty good. I knew it's been coming, and I've just been telling myself, like, yeah, just keep cracking on, and yeah. Finally, it's going. I didn't expect it at World Champs, to be fair. I thought maybe a podium at a World Cup would have been a good start, but...
Is it almost like less pressure though? You can just give it your all? Especially in the conditions, it's like, you know what, let's just go.
Yeah, I think it all wrote. It was just a perfect story. Like, as soon as I left, I was warming up in the pits and it was pissing down. I was just like, it's go time.
There's only a few guys that get happy for that, right?
And I was like, not panicking, but because obviously it's a lot tougher to ride in the wet.
Yeah.
And Brownie just goes, well, think of everyone else if you're panicking, think what they're feeling. So I was like, yeah, true. And then, whole warm-up, just had a smile on my face, and I was just like, I know you can attack this track.
One of those, so despite the conditions, you were like,
it was just
a smiley face.
I wouldn't even say it was full send. I just rode fucking pretty perfect, really. Like, smooth, carried good speed everywhere, rode the woods really well.
How about vision?
We made a couple of quick changes at the end. We put a massive mud guard on.
And long peak?
Yeah, peak extension, roll-offs. So yeah, like we did as much as we could that side of it.
Change? What did you do on tyres?
Nah, kept on dry tyres.
Yeah. Just because of Fort William?
Yeah, Fort William. Like, it rides well in the wet here. You just got to be really confident. Like, it does slide a bit, but yeah, if you just trust it, it does grip. And then, I was absolutely cooked at the bottom. I had nothing in the legs, just fucking pedaling through treacle.
Were you surprised because you came over with a good margin? Or you knew you kind of expected a result? Like, because it's hard for you to judge your run against other guys that went at a different time.
Yeah. So, after yesterday, I was about 6th and a few little mistakes. So I was like, I could definitely clean it up. And I thought maybe a medal's possible.
Because you were the first guy that proved that you can do it in the wet weather, you know?
Yeah.
You remember Montanan the one year where it was almost like everyone gave up, and then someone finally cracked it, and then everyone was like, yeah, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, that was it. So, I just tried to ride it as if it was dry and just attack it, really. And I guess it paid off. Man,
Andy paid you one of the biggest compliments.
Yeah.
He said, we go riding all the time, and he says, you know what? He hasn't had his podium yet at the World Cup, but he's like, he's so much better rider than me. He says you just drop him, especially when it's these conditions. So he's like, so now this will give you the confidence and you'll get the head game to add to your talent and skill and dedication.
I think, to be fair, at the top of the level, it is just all about mentality and just the confidence to believe you can do it. And I guess hopefully results like this, it'll help that.
It's like after starting your podium run on a World Cup gold, it's like you can't even be like, I want to get on the podium. It's like, I want to take the win.
Yeah, like as I was watching people come down and going into second, third, I was just like, fuck, no way.
And then you obviously were worried when Andy took the course.
Yeah, I seen he was actually green at the second split, then he had his feet out, and I was like, no, shit.
When you guys are watching the live feed, you like, and you see them make a little mistake or hit a section good, you know exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, I know exactly how much time is lost or gained. So you kind of can, whether to be more scared or just be relieved.
Yeah. To be fair though, if he went in front or behind me, I'd have been buzzing. And for us to go 1-2, it's insane day for the team and perfect weekend.
And I kind of talked about it to Andy when he won in Leogang, and it was like, it's pretty cool how the Athertons got you two guys in, kind of like out. You kind of were all dark horses, good riders, but
really.
And G and Rachel had so many wins in their careers, and then it was like, but yet you bring this brand and this bike, their first male elite world
champs.
So it wasn't like just because G and Rachel kind of ended off,
No. It's I think
it's real.
Maybe they didn't actually expect it as well. Like the progression is insane. Like from 2-3 years, like we've both been creeping up, and then Andy last 2 years has been on another level, and he's almost dragged me up with him.
Yeah, the best thing they could have done is kept you guys together this year.
Yeah,
not broken it up.
Yeah. So it's absolutely perfect, and we drag each other along and ride together. We're really good friends, so it's a perfect team.
How about that? Do you have in your contract? Do you have a rainbow? You have a bonus structure for World Champs and World Cups? Because some people forget to put World Champs win in their contracts because it's like they don't kind of see that they'll have it next year.
Well, judging by Lloydie's comments, I think I do have a bonus.
Yes! Brownie's just walking up. Does he have a bonus for World Champs win in his contract?
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, Brownie! It better be in black and white. If not,
Nah, to be fair, I'd rather this gold medal around my neck than any money in the world. So,
good on you.
Good on that.
Brownie's like, I'll write that down. Good on you. And man, I'll see you with that smile in Andorra.
Can I have some champagne?
Yeah. Fuck, dude, I got to start work, dude. It's fucking 7 minutes long.
Champagne?
It's the big day.
I'll have a tot. All right, let's go.
Thank you so much. Cheers, Sven.
Cheers.
What a fairy tale weekend for Charlie Hatton. Up next for Sven is Vali Höll, who after this weekend is now back-to-back world champion. An amazing accomplishment for the young Austrian.
5 wins in a row. More importantly, 2 world champs in a row. Making up for the slightly slower start of your career, huh?
Oh, it's going pretty well so far. I feel like this was the perfect learning curve.
You matured quickly because of the first elite year.
The first 2 seasons, or 3 seasons, I have to admit. No, it's like I have no words. Like it's going so well so far, and even 2 years ago I knew that my riding is there. It's just every time I mess up, it's my head, and finally I'm like mature enough to be confident and bring it home.
Were you being confident with your riding? Were you still attacking in the run?
Honestly, today I was so tired. Like I've never been that. I woke up and I was so nervous. It was weird because at the World Cups I wasn't nervous this year at all. I was so cool, and I was like, well, if it happens, it happens. If not, then not. But I felt the pressure to keep my rainbow jersey, and I just didn't want to lose it because it's so cool to have it and to know what comes with it. So I'm so stoked.
Now on race day, even the guys, they kind of stop whipping the motorway jumps in training. I believe I didn't see you do one training run where you didn't whip the jumps. So what do you do in your race run when you actually probably haven't straightened it too much and squashed it? Like, what do you do?
No, actually this morning I struggled so hard because I kept overshooting the jumps, and even in my race runs I did. So I knew even if I'm not going to whip, I'm going to jump even further.
Okay.
So I was like
thinking...
like
a functional scrub whip.
I have no idea what it was. I honestly blacked out after the pedaling, I think.
Man, and another great battle with Cami. Let's keep the season, see how many we get on a roll here.
Yeah, we're on a roll, but I got my rainbow jersey, so I'm happy.
So Andorra's no pressure?
No, I like the track in Andorra. I know what I'm capable of now. The tracks we're gonna race on now, like Andorra is nice and short and big jumps, and we have a good mixture for the next few races, and I'm positive. Like I don't have any expectations, and looking back to the races, I did really well, except semi-final and Lenzerheide, so all good.
Spoken like a true veteran at such a young age. Well done.
I hope I don't look that old.
No. Enjoy the win.
Thanks.
Now time to refocus on the rest of the Downhill World Cup season for Vali, who is looking set to have a good chance at the overall this year. Sven now chats with Vali's mechanic Matt, who has been with Vali every step of the way.
Matt, back-to-back repeat titles. did you have any different approach? Because often at this deep end, it's more mental because you guys have got the bike styled by now.
For sure.
What was the struggle? Or was there a struggle? What was the theme for this week?
Well, that we haven't had any struggle this week. First of all, like the bike was dialed, like you said. We spent like 2 years now on that track with this almost the same bike.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew what we would want for that race. But yeah, leading into the race, same bike, same setup pretty much. And yeah, confidence in everything. And she was confident after all the races she won. Yeah, the plan was just to be smart, don't overcook it, and then step by step going a bit faster, and then that's what she did, and not many mistakes. A bit of a on the race run, I think she was super stressed at the start, like trying to do a back-to-back winning, it's different. So yeah, she had a couple of mistakes, but other than that, all good.
You said something key. You said confidence, and the last couple of races, you put like she put like little stickers on a bike to kind of give her mental thoughts and stuff. And then this week when I shot her bike, I said, "Oh, is she going to put the stickers on? Should I shoot it off?" And you're like, "No, she doesn't need the stickers anymore." So you knew already coming in.
Yeah, I mean, like you can see like how she changed over the years, and then especially these years, like we had a bit of a struggle in Lanzarote, but right after that, she really like moved forward, and then like she knew what she needed to do. She knew she had the speed, and then having everybody around, like we know how it works, and just like I said, like confidence is key. And then once she's happy, she's riding good, and then now she knows that she can be there and then doing well. So yeah, we don't need to do anything else.
That's fun. And how many titles you got now? You got 4 with Vali?
So we got 4 with Vali, 2 junior, 2 elite title, 3 World Cup title as well, and yeah. It's good. Maybe we try
world titles?
Some Enduro world title with Adrian, U21.
Adrian Daly, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, we are looking for another overall World Cup.
And you started your career with Nico Vouillot, so
yeah.
Did he instill anything in those early days? You were still quite young then?
I was 24 at the time, and he taught me everything pretty much, like how to approach the race, or like how do you not really set up a bike, but like how do you make a bike better? I would say like how do you approach a race is the most important thing, I think.
Thinking outside the box. Not
Yeah, exactly. Not being like, I mean, everybody can change tires or make some good wheels or whatever, but like being more like helping a rider to mentally get ready or to be ready for a race, pretty much.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I like that my interview with you is longer than the winning interview with Vali.
Yeah, cool.
As many of you will know, bike setup is an incredibly important part of racing, as to hear from people behind the world's fastest racers' bikes is fascinating. Andreas Kolb still holds the title of fastest moustache on the downhill circuit after finishing second and completing an Atherton Bikes 1-2 podium. Here's Andreas and Sven.
Andy.
So many phones today.
Popular guys. What do you chalk this down to, the two of you guys right up there again?
To the what?
What do you put this to? I mean, that's pretty special at 1-2.
It's insane. I think it's straight after Leogang, like nearly up at Leogang for me.
Yeah.
Seeing Charlie finally get a win. I was waiting for his podium for so long. He is a better bike rider than I am. I know that. We go for a pedal or something somewhere, and he just smokes me so bad in the woods and stuff like this. That's where he smoked me today. And yeah, he deserves it so much. He's a hard worker, such a nice person, best teammate ever.
He is he's maybe the nicest world champion we've ever had.
Must be. He's the nicest person ever, so he's the nicest.
You said yesterday you didn't think you could do well here because it's not your kind of track. This pretty much solidifies you as any track, any day, any race.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, it looks like this year I'm really consistent on every track. I was a bit off in Val d'Isole, but yeah, that was more because of injury. So I guess I will keep doing what I'm doing, and then should be good.
And tell us about the bikes, because there's got to be something extra special there.
Oh, there's some secrets in there.
You guys tweak them from last year much?
No, not really. We did. We did change the rear angle, like the rear lugs a bit and stuff like this. But that's all. You can buy the bike like it is. Like me and Charlie riding stock bikes. That's it. There's nothing
bikes.
special about
There we
it.
go. There we go.
Go on, athertonbikes.com.
Could we see Andreas back on the top step this season? Only time will tell, I suppose. Last year's world champs in Leger was a tough act to follow, but Fort Bill delivered. Tight racing, 3 first-time world champions, a back-to-back world champion, and amazing stand-up performances for money. I'd say that was a good weekend at the races. A big thank you, as always, to our man on the ground, Sven Martin. Check out his photography page on misspentsummers.com if you like what he does. We don't have too long to wait for the next downhill race to be back on our screens now, as the Andorra World Cup is only a couple of weeks away, a location that always provides flat-out racing. Anyways, time for some thank yous. First off, we need to thank any of you that have made it this far through this episode of our audio zine. We really appreciate you listening. Thank you Sven Martin, Boris Bayer and Seb Scheidt for being in the field capturing the incredible images for our website, newsletters and our 2023 Hurly-Burly and the World Stage Yearbook. Make sure you check out the scrap section of our website, which is where we upload our zines, notes and all manner of other MTB related content. And lastly, don't forget that if you like what we do at Misspent Summers, you can help support us by spreading the word, buying anything from our store, or simply hitting the donate button at the bottom of our website. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Views. Let us know what you think about it. Hopefully these longer versions provide you with a good overview of what went down at each event. And we'll see you at the end of the month for the Val Nord Andorra round of the World Cup Series. Can't wait.